Hey there, everyone. Welcome to class. My name is Rebecca, and I'm going to be guiding you through a full body practice today. This class is going to have a few advanced postures at the end, so although I'm not going to be guiding modifications, please know that all modifications and variations are welcome. Let's focus on the process of connecting with ourselves than the need to perfect a pose. So today we are starting in the seat Vajrasana, palms near heart center or placed on the thighs, whatever feels comfortable. Close the eyes. Your spine is upright, shoulders relaxed. Begin to hear yourself breathe. Notice how each inhale travels through the nose into the throat, into the chest, expanding the belly. And notice how each relaxing exhale leaves the body, contracting the belly. If you are familiar with Ujjayi breathing, please go ahead and start to use it. Now release the palms if they are near heart center. Keep the eyes closed and begin to form a few half or full neck circles to one side. Switch sides. Come back into the center. Let's rotate the shoulders backwards. And switch the direction. Now join the palms near heart center. Rub them. Cup the eyes with your palms. Open your eyes, getting used to the light through the crevices. And then remove your palms, placing them in front of you to prep for tabletop position. Inhale as you arch the back gaze up. Exhale, hunch the back gaze down. Move through a few cat and cow stretches on your own. And then walk yourself back into a child's pose, staying in the center for a breath. Now the lower body stays as is. Just walk the hands to the right. Walk the hands to the left this time. Come back into the center, walk the torso up, coming into Malasana. Palms near heart center, pushing the knees open with the help of the elbows. Now plant the palms, lift into a full forward fold. Walk the hands a little forward and begin to pulse the torso towards the thighs. Relax. Now scoot the feet in a little closer and just hold here, prepping the hamstrings for further movement. You can choose to pedal your feet here, grab opposite elbows and sway from side to side. All right. Now plant the palms a little forward, pushing into a downward facing dog, choosing to pedal the feet here or staying static. Keep pushing your torso towards your thighs. All right, now bend the right knee. Let's move on to a few hip circles outward. And then moving on to a few inward circles. Release the leg and switch sides. All right, now inhale as you kick the left leg up, exhale knee to chest and drop it down for pigeon pose. Your torso stays up, chest puffed forward. Now, turn to face the body to the right, coming in for a side stretch, Paravritta Janu Shirshasana. Now lift the torso up. Staying in this position, plant the left foot. Now use your core and your leg muscles to pick your bottom off the mat. Skandasana on the left. It is okay if you fall out of it. Just keep picking yourself up. It will happen eventually with practice. All right, turn facing the left now, plant the palms, right knee on the mat. Either lift the arms up to the sky or grab both elbows, push the chest and hips forward, creating a little back bend for a low lunge, Anjani Asana. Alright, plant the palms, tuck the right toes and lift the right knee off the mat, coming into pyramid pose. Stay high on the fingertips with the torso lifted halfway or melt the torso towards the left leg. You might want to scoot your right foot a little forward. Both toes are facing forward. Or rather, both feet are facing forward. Now the legs stay in a pyramid pose stance. Pick the torso up completely, standing up. Bring the right leg forward and wrap it over the left. Right arm over the left, coming into Garudasana, eagle pose. Once you're comfortable in your eagle pose, pick the arms away from the chest and begin to squat low. Gaze at one point for balance. Keep breathing, don't hold your breath. Alright, now keep the hands as is. Unwrap the right leg, lifting and taking it back for a warrior 3 variation. Keep your entire core engaged and remember, your gaze is what will help you balance. Alright, drop the foot back onto the mat behind, preparing to come into a warrior stance. Unwrap the arms and open them out to either side for warrior 2. Inhale, reverse triangle, straighten the front knee, left hand up to the sky. And on your next exhale, triangle pose, left palm or fingertips on the mat, inside the left foot. Your right arm and gaze go up to the sky. Alright, now bend the left knee, plant the right palm, shift the body and place the left leg out of the right for a wild thing. Now from here we're going to transition into a half or full boat. So drop the hips and then lift up one leg at a time, choosing between a half or full boat. You might be out of your mat here, that's absolutely all right. Come out of your boat, fold the knees, plant the palms, hop or step back to plank. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana on your next exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Staying here for a breath or two and finding your way back on your mat. Alright, this time you should be facing the back of your mat. Inhale as you kick the right leg up, Ekabada Adho Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, knee to chest. And then drop it down for pigeon pose. This time turn to face the body to the left, coming into our side stretch. Pick the torso back up, staying in this position. Plant the right foot. Use your core and leg muscles to pick your bottom off the mat, Skandasana. Once again, remember, your modifications and variations are most welcome. The aim isn't to perfect the pose over your practice, will help you get there. Notice the energy you create within yourself when you're unable to get into a posture, and work on that. Work on a better connection with yourself. Alright, turn facing the right, plant the palms, left knee on the mat, Either lift the arms up to the sky or grab both elbows for Asana. Push the hips forward. Once again, plant the palms, tuck the toes and lift the left knee off the mat, coming into pyramid pose. Staying high on the fingertips with the torso lifted, or melt the torso towards the right leg. Legs stay in a pyramid pose stance. Pick the torso up completely, standing up. Bring the left leg forward and wrap it over the right. Your left arm over the right, coming into an eagle pose. Pick the arms away from the chest and begin to squat low. Now let's keep the hands as is. Unwrap the left leg, lifting and taking it back for a warrior 3 variation. Your focus is on one point and your core engaged. Drop the foot back onto the mat behind, preparing to come into a warrior stance. Unwrap the arms and open them out for warrior 2. Alright, inhale, reverse triangle, straighten the front knee. On your next exhale, triangle pose, right palm or fingertips on the mat inside the right foot. Alright, bend the right knee, plant the left palm, shift the body, place the right leg out of the left for a wild thing. And then drop the hips and begin to transition into your half or full boat. Come out of your boat, fold the knees, plant the palms, hop or step back to plank. As you exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Staying here for one more breath. Walk yourself back onto your mat. Now drop the knees, coming into a tabletop position. Once you're here, begin to drop the chest towards the floor, hands lengthen forward, puppy pose. Now you can choose to stay in a puppy pose or add a little movement. Exhale as you lift the chest, hunch the back. Inhale as you drop back to puppy pose. Exhale, hunch the back, tuck the chin. Inhale, puppy pose. Move through 1 or 2 rounds more. opening up the spine and the shoulder blades towards the ceiling. Alright, release back down, slide the body forward, coming onto the forearms for Sphinx pose. Keep pulling your elbows and palms backwards and pushing the chest forward and opening it. Release, this time plant the palms and pick the chest off the mat. Inhale, cobra pose, a little bend in the elbows. Exhale, drop. Do that a couple more times. Inhale as you come into cobra pose, exhale, drop. And holding the last cobra for 10. Stay high. Keep pushing the floor away, maintaining that bend in the elbow. And then lift off completely into a modified upward facing dog where the knees stay on the mat. Choose to shift the hips from side to side here, or just stay as is. Alright, release back down. Preparing to come into Dhanurasana, bow pose for a deeper anterior body stretch. Grab the outer part of the feet, ankles or shins if you would like a deeper back bend. Begin to lift the chest and thighs off the mat, holding here or choosing to rock back and forth. Massaging the belly, the pelvic bone. Lovely. Release and push yourself back into child's pose, hands lengthened backwards. Alright, now pick yourself up. If you are at the edge of your mat, at one end of your mat, try to scoot yourself into the center. Take a big distance between the thighs and sit the bottom in between, Virasana. Now you can stay here, or if you would like to go a little further, begin to drop the torso to rest on the mat. Palms on the thighs. Sapta Virasana. This can be pretty intense on the knees. So please attempt this with caution. Breathe. All right, gently release. And then lie yourself back down. Next up, we are prepping to come into Setu Bandhasana, bridge pose. Fold the knees, plant the palms on the mat. Begin to peel the spine off the mat, coming into bridge pose. Now from here, you can either stay here or scoot the shoulders under the back to lift off a little higher, aiming to tuck the chin into the chest. Now once you're comfortable here, begin to interlock the fingers under the lower back. Release back down. Perfect. Now we are going to be coming into a shoulder stand, Sarvangasana. Please avoid this if the neck feels stiff or if you have an injury or any other condition. If you are new to this posture and would still like to try it, please use a wall for support. So fold the knees up to the chest, lifting the upper back off the mat. Place the hands for support on the lower back and begin to straighten the legs towards the sky, tucking the chin. Alright, now from here, fold the knees, bring them near the ears, coming into Karnapidasana, ear to knee pose. Once you're here, you can either continue to keep the palms down for support on the mat or near your lower back, or you can choose to interlock them on the mat. This is an intense posture and is considered an inversion. So once again, please attempt it with precaution and basis your health conditions. Now gently release the legs back to the mat and the body vertebra by vertebra. Once your body is down and back on the mat, gently tilt the neck from side to side. And then take a big distance between the feet, alternate between dropping one knee inward at a time. Now keep the knees folded and let's prepare for fish pose. Walk the feet back in hip-width distance. Place the palms on the mat and push them under the upper bottom area. Now use your elbows and palms to lift your back off the mat, coming onto the crown of your head. You can continue to stay here or begin to straighten the legs. Once again, to come out of this pose, gently put pressure in the elbows and the palms, releasing the head and coming out of it the same way as we got into the pose. Once you're down, begin to tilt the head from side to side. Now cross the right leg loose over the left and draw both legs to the left side. Torso faces the sky or twist to the right. Your right hand is lengthened out to the side. Stay here and breathe. And then switch sides. Come back into the center, lengthen out the entire body on the mat, coming in for your Shtikasana, overall body stretch. Interlock the fingers above the head, point the toes in the opposite direction. Now relax the entire body heavy on the mat. Hands in line with the body. Slow down the breath, breathing deep and steady. Keeping your exhalations a little longer than your inhalations. Invite peace and calm into yourself. Relax the shoulders. Relax the facial muscles. Unclench the jaw if you're clenching them. Drop the feet to either side. Palms facing the ceiling and away from the body. Try to allow your thoughts to fade gradually. You have plenty of time after class to think of whatever you like. Give these few minutes to yourself to just be. Relax each and every muscle of your body and mentally repeat the word relax on every exhale if you aren't able to calm the mind. Gently bring your awareness back to the mat. Wiggle the toes. Wiggle the fingers. Keeping your eyes closed, turn on to one side. Stay there for the breath. Gently pick yourself up, coming into Sukhasana. Join the palms near heart center. In gratitude for the gift of our bodies and the ability to move it, rub the palms, cup the eyes with them. Open the eyes, getting used to the light through the crevices. And then remove your palms. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed class and are feeling energized and ready to move forward. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel to continue practicing with me. I will let you go now. Have a wonderful day.